Alright guys, I'm here with the wonderful and talented Carly Lane.
Hello, I'm Carly Lane. Nice to meet you guys.
I saw her perform recently. She is an amazing musician, and we are here at Amoeba because she is starting her vinyl record collection. She came to the recommendation master. I'm honored. And we are going to begin by building her collection with things that I think she should have and things that inspire her.
A lot of pressure tonight.
A lot of pressure. Big.
And to be in front of you guys too, because I know you guys know a lot about records, but I really hope to find something that'll build my collection, build me as a musician, so I'm excited for you guys to come check it out with me.
You came to the right place. Carly owns 2 records currently. Why don't you tell us what they are?
Yeah, so the 2 records I own right now are Bob Dylan's Desire.
Classic.
And Supertramp's Breakfast in America.
You got the whole spectrum, Dylan to Supertramp.
Absolutely, yeah. Bob Dylan is one of the first classic genre artists that I started listening to when I was a bit younger, and that song was Hurricane, and it played over and over again on my mixtape CDs.
Ooh.
So I kind of wanted to start a collection and didn't really go anywhere yet, but I knew that record had Hurricane on it, so I bought it.
And it's usually really cheap. You can find that for like a couple bucks.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the Supertramp was one that I kind of discovered in college, and it has a lot of great songs on it. Breakfast in America is one of Supertramp's most popular vinyl, so that's why I wanted to get it.
Alright, so I'm excited to see what you picked that inspires you as a musician. Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's see it. So, in no particular order. We were supposed to pick 5, but I picked 6, and I'll tell you why. But the first one, this really goes back to growing up and like what I heard, whether it be for like my brother or my parents. But the first one we have is Steelers Wheel, and I kind of go based off of the songs I know in the back, like Stuck in the Middle or Get So Lonely Next to Me. So love those songs. So
I didn't know that Stuck in the Middle was this band. I know that song, of course.
Yeah.
I'm actually not super familiar.
It's like one of my favorite songs.
This is a ridiculous album cover. This is absurd. Look at the, are they animal people? They're all like lions and zebras. Cool. Good choice. This is a repress too. Music on Vinyl does a lot of really good represses. They do high quality stuff. So
interesting. Good to know. Perfect. The next one, actually, I'm saving these 2 for last. Don't look.
Okay, I'm not looking.
The next one I got is Eagles and Hotel California. It's classic. I typically wouldn't get this one because I know my dad has it, and I try to stay away from my dad's collection because I know one day I will get them, as sad as that sounds. Sorry, Dad. It's a classic, and it's a new version, so why not?
You can also find that one for under 10 bucks used in probably good condition, but this is a, it looks like a, I don't know, usually a remaster will tell you if it's from the tapes. They like to brag about that because it's like a good selling point. So this could be digital. It might not be the actual analog sound. I would say for this one, you might want to go original, but you can always give it a shot, and if it's not good, maybe like return it.
And that's another thing that I typically would not know about. If I go into a store, buy a couple records, I'm not gonna know to look for this stuff, so that's why you gotta keep watching him, because I would be breaking all of them if that were the case. You're
gonna be at a store and just call me randomly and be like, I got a question.
Yeah, exactly. The next one,
I almost picked a record of them.
Hall & Oates, because, and this is the best-selling one because I know that they don't have all of the songs that I like on just one of their albums, so you gotta go best-selling. My favorite songs in here, obviously, like Rich Girl's a great song. It's like a party album. You have a party, you throw this on, people know it. Maneater, amazing. And then Kiss on My List is like one of my favorite. Just throw it on when you're driving and act like an asshole in the road.
Is that what you do?
Exactly.
What's funny is that I actually have a Hall & Oates compilation. It's like a classic one that came out maybe in like the 80s, and it has most of these songs, but this is definitely more. This is 2 discs, I think mine is 1. You definitely have everything you need: Private Eyes, Maneater, Sarah Smile, but then these other songs that I've never heard of theirs. So that's what's cool about vinyl, is you get to like discover songs from bands that you like that you may have not discovered otherwise because you would have just bought the single or skipped around.
Exactly.
So
and that's another reason I like vinyl, because I'm not gonna listen to all of, for example, Supertramp's songs on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever. But if I have it on vinyl, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to learn about it. So
exactly. These guys are so handsome.
The next one I have is Boston, another one of the bands I used to listen to growing up.
It's one of the best. This is one of the best.
Well, if it starts with More Than a Feeling, then it's definitely one of the best albums.
This is what, well, the thing about this album is that, I don't want to steal your thunder, but it's like a greatest hits. Every song is a single for them.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Boston's guitar sounds are just so iconic to me. And we kind of tried doing something similar in one of our songs that's going to be coming out soon.
Awesome.
And it's called Stuck in the Middle, which is kind of like a mixture between Boston and the Stuck in the Middle with You by
That's
Steelers
cool.
Wheel.
I can't wait to hear that. That sounds awesome.
So really excited for that.
Nice.
The last two that I picked, I love Van Morrison's Moon Dance. It's amazing.
This is probably his most popular album, I'd have to say, and it's one of his best, top 3.
Yeah.
I think you picked one of his other best, and then I'll recommend you one after.
The reason I picked this one is because it has Crazy Face, Domino, and Gypsy Queen. Come on, those are great.
I would say if you're a Van Morrison fan and you like these and you're like, I want to dive more in, that's not something anyone says. If you're a Van Morrison fan and you like these and you want to dive further into it, I would say look for Vidon Fleece.
Vidon Fleece.
Or Astral Weeks. Those two are like underrated Van Morrison albums, and you're not going to find represses, I don't think. I think you got to find the early press of it, but awesome albums, highly recommended.
Good. How'd I do? What's
Nailed
my
it.
rating?
Like 9 out of 10. Like most of these, just because I don't know.
Steelers Wheel.
Steelers Wheel. I don't know Steelers Wheel. I've never even heard of Steelers Wheel.
Seriously?
Seriously, never heard of it. I've heard of a fair bit of music.
Well, everyone of Matt's subscribers, you heard it here first. I just schooled Matt, so.
School.
What you picked out for me.
Alright, so these are records that I picked out for you, and I picked them because they're important to me, but I also think that you would appreciate them based on your taste, and I think anyone who has a record collection should own these.
Okay, do you think I know who all of them are?
No.
Okay.
But you might. First album, I talk about this on the channel constantly. This is Sufjan Stevens. Are you familiar with him?
Is it new or old?
This is new. He's been around for about, I don't know, 15 years or so.
I think I've heard, I've had to have heard one of the songs.
Definitely. You probably heard Chicago, which is like...
Yes.
There you go.
I know it.
So that's a little more produced. This is kind of a stripped down, beautiful acoustic album. It has some interesting elements to it. One of the saddest albums I've ever heard. Honest songwriting, and just incredibly catchy to the point of just, you just relate to the music so well. And this is one of my favorite albums of my lifetime.
Yeah.
So I just think anyone should have this.
It's so cool. Really awesome album art too. So.
Yeah, that's his
that's key.
His mom and his stepdad. Rye Woman. Have you heard of Rye?
No.
So Rye is like kind of indie pop.
No, I have seen them. Yes, I have.
You've seen them?
I haven't seen them. I've seen it on my playlist.
I was about to be jealous because I've never seen them live and I want to go see them. They're amazing. The guy's name is Milosh, who's the main person behind it. And yeah, this is an amazing, like very sexy album. Just like R&B inspired indie pop. It's just beautiful. It's like you want to light a candle and just like lie on a couch and just dream. It's absolutely heavenly. Every song is good. His voice, most people think it's a girl when they listen to it because his voice is just so silky and like feminine in the best, most masculine way.
Yeah, there you go. I think I was listening to a Woman today because it was on a pre-curated playlist for me.
Yeah, so
that's a good one.
Good choice.
Yeah. And I like that you're picking like new stuff. A lot of, when I think of vinyl, I automatically go to like the classics.
Beatles, Zeppelin, yeah, of course. But like, that's the thing, is like you have to know whether a pressing's good, but there's so many modern pressings that sound great, and if you have a good system, it justifies it.
Yeah.
All right. Damien Jurado. I can't pronounce this. Try to pronounce this.
Mariquapa.
Maybe. Damien Jurado Maricopa. He is a modern folk artist. He's been around since the late 90s, and he is, I think, one of the most talented folk artists ever, especially making music today.
Yeah.
This is probably his best album. I just, from front to back, he's also an honest songwriter, and I just think that, have you heard of Richard Swift?
No.
He's an amazing, he like mixes a lot of albums, and he helped mix this album, and it's amazing. I don't have enough good things to say. You like folk, if you don't know a lot of modern folk artists that you like love, this will be one that you will fall in love with, and he has so many albums that you can dive into afterwards that it's like an endless supply of good music.
Cool.
And it sounds good on vinyl too. And finally, rest in peace to Dolores of the Cranberries. So this is the Cranberries' first album. Are you a fan?
I am.
Yeah.
Totally.
So what's cool about this?
Would never think about owning it.
So think about this pressing. It's a recent pressing. This was out of print for a really long time. It went for like hundreds of dollars. You had to get it at like overseas pressings from like Brazil or crazy places like that. This label, Analog Spark, they're known for actually doing everything analog from original tapes.
Oh, wow.
So everything sounds amazing. This sounds so good on vinyl. It's like the first time you heard the album again. And you know, biggest hits on this are Dreams and Linger.
Yeah.
But the whole album is just great. She has an amazing voice. It's not as aggressive as some of the later stuff like Zombie and stuff like that, but like this sounds so good on vinyl that if you have your good setup, it justifies it 100%. And Analog Spark, anything by them, highly recommend checking out. Cool.
Great. Those are great picks, Matt.
Thank you, Carly. I appreciate that. I've been doing this for a little while. Thank you so much for coming on the show. That was awesome.
You're welcome. Just kidding. Thank you guys for watching this, and thank you, Matt, for having me.
Anytime. We're going to check back in with Carly's collection and see how it grows. Tell us about your music coming out.
So I have a new single that is out right now. You guys can go check it out on Spotify. And then I have an EP coming out in November with another 4 songs. And I'm really excited and can't wait to share it with you guys.
Alright, this is all going to be in the description. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to check back in on Carly's collection, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. More videos soon. Take it easy, guys.
Been chasing these dreams for what feels like a lifetime. Been chasing these dreams for what feels like eternity. I sit and wait for the next big moment. Strung along while time makes a fool of me. And I'm stuck in the